I mean, we had a totally healthy kid in 2000. I got hired in Micron in 99. We were debt-free. And things were going great. I mean, we were doing really well. We bought a house, started our house, things were going great. And then 2001, Katie was born, and we didn't even see that one coming. They told us, like, expect a little surgery and she'll go home in a week, and that was not even what happened. She was in an ICU for 6 weeks, and, well, no, first they told us that they were going to send her home to die with us because she didn't have any intestine. And so the neonatologist tells us, like, he comes in and he's like, just want to let you know that she's probably going to come home and starve to death with you. And we're like, and so they do this surgery to confirm the diagnosis and try to, just to make sure they didn't get anything wrong, and they find, like, her intestine wadded up and stuck under her stomach. And so it meant that she had a shot at life, but the surgeon was like, it's a shot, and it's a slim shot, and you guys have, like, a long road ahead of you. And so she was in an NICU, like, for 6 weeks, surgeries. I was there every morning before work. I was there every night after work. My wife was there. We were taking turns trying to take care of Grant. We were both trying to work because it was so expensive. Neither of us could afford, like, the max out of pocket. I totally blew it and forgot to sign her up for insurance, so our first bill for her was $89,000, but at least Micron, at least they fixed that so that would be covered, but we still had this enormous max out of pocket, and because she was born in December, we had to pay it twice. December, bang, and then right again in January. So there it was, wham, wham, and then, like, for the first year, she basically starved to death. She didn't put on any weight, and we had to feed her formula that was like $4,000 a month, and she threw it up every single day. And I was working, but, and I was still doing a good job. I was told I was still getting raises. I was working, on key projects, writing software, and got promoted to a software engineer 2, which is a senior software engineer, and then in 2003 I got laid off, and that was, like, right in the middle of the total battle of saving her life and keeping her alive, because, like, every night we had, like, something bizarre would happen. It would be the croup, it would be something. It would be me going to the ER or paramedics charging into our house. It was something. And it just really wore us out. We never had any money. We boiled, like, we had to give her something like 30 or 40 medicines a night. We boiled syringes every single night, because even, like, the slightest cold would have killed her. She had no immune system. So we never got to leave. We never got to go anywhere. We couldn't have people come over. So it was like, me, my wife, my son, and, it was tough. And then got laid off, which was awesome, right after we sold our house, so we couldn't get into another house. So basically we were homeless. That was really cool. That was really stressful, and then I decided to go back to school on some re-education thing, and that did not work out. We were not making any money, and it was way stressful, and Katie was still super sick, and we had a nurse living in our home, and that was just, it was a bad deal. That just was a bad deal. And so one day I remember, I'm like, well, I gotta start working for myself. I gotta start, a doctor talked me into running his network for him, and it just took off. And I started working for a bunch of people running their networks and building websites. But the problem was I kept doing the same thing, and I didn't update my skills. And so while everybody else was moving forward with the .NET Framework 3 and 4 and updating with Link and all this stuff, I was still in the .NET Framework 2 because I didn't have a chance to learn anything else. I was working 100-hour weeks, and we weren't keeping up, and we were making tons of money, but it was just, we had too much debt. And so then, I had a great business from 2004 to 2009. It was awesome, and then in 2009 things totally collapsed. I kind of collapsed. Working 100-hour weeks for that long. And so then I tried to enter the workforce, which I was 3 years behind my peers. I still am 3 years behind my peers. I have had 5 jobs in 3 years because I'm not really 3 years behind my peers. The technology it flips so quickly. In 6 months, I could totally be caught up. But how am I going to catch up? It would take 6 months of living expenses at what I was making. It would probably be I don't know. It'd probably be 35,000 a month to do that, or not a month, but for 6 months, and maybe not that much, I don't know, and I'd have to get, Microsoft certifications are expensive, you have to sign up for them, and who knows. But I could do it, if I actually had the time, I would love to. I would love to get caught up and be part of my peers again. But it's never going to happen, and I don't know what to do, and now we're out of money, our lease is up, my wife is obviously, things aren't, we are desperately in love with each other, but what do you do? What do you do? I can't keep work because I can't update my skills, and people see that I've been writing software for 15 years, but I'm writing software at the same level that kids are out of college and so they hire me at a really high level, and they expect all this performance, and I can't even figure out, I just need that 6 months to catch up. I totally do, or at least 3 months. And I don't know, that's just not going to happen. I don't know what we're going to do. That's probably, we're going to wind up losing everything, moving back in with my wife's parents, and that's going to be awful. My kids they've been through too much, and here we go again. And it's just, I feel like it's my fault, and maybe it is my fault. I guess it is. But I kept my daughter alive. I don't know. And so that's kind of where things are at. And the marriage, they say when there's no money, there's no love, and we are having a really hard time. And I don't blame her. How could I blame my wife? She works, she can keep her job. Me?